What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Let's turn the tunes down. Hang out for maybe 30 minutes or so. Probably going to be a little short stream tonight. I had the yawning bug right before I hopped on. I could not stop yawning, man. But welcome, one and all, Friday night, or wherever you are on planet Earth. It is the time. Yeah, no topic tonight. Let's just shoot the shit. Anything goes. Bring up a topic. Let's talk about it. Hello, what's up, man? HelloGreedo, noticed that you followed me yesterday, and it genuinely that was a. I hope you're still here so I can explain myself. That was a moment of wait. I'm not following him. That it was like I saw you post something or somebody liked something that you posted, and I was like, wait. It caught me off guard because I could have sworn I was following you. So I almost felt bad that I wasn't. So I was like, oh shit. But yeah, man, hope you're doing well. I really enjoyed I like the image that you created and posted not too long ago, a couple hours ago. Pretty sharp, man. But yeah, once again, I apologize. So yeah, I don't know what we're watching tonight. I think it's such a nice evening outside that I think we're just gonna have a couple margaritas on the back porch. We got some takeout Mexican food, and they were doing to-go margaritas. So we got a gallon of homemade margaritas in the fridge right now. So yeah, there you go. Wasn't too shabby. But welcome one and all. Good to see everybody. Nick the Geek, Carter Lovejoy, and Mr. Gooner himself. The three of you guys coming in with rapid fire channel supports this evening. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. Looks like Nick was first. Nick says, hi, HG and crew. Hope everyone is staying safe. I'm still at work for another hour, so I won't stay long. Yes, I did change my name back. There you go. I miss sports. So when you can fulfill the geekdom, you can switch your name back, but when sports kick back off, when baseball gets into gear, because I guess we are. Did you see? I'm assuming, Nick, you did see this, but the what they were talking about with the MLB season, right? They were thinking of like playing it in two cities and having it a much more condensed season with two leagues called like the I don't know, it was like the Cracker Jacks and the somethings. I can't remember, but yeah, man. So can you listen to podcasts and live streams while you're working? I'm assuming that you can pop it into your phone and make it look like you're listening to other coworkers when you're in reality you're just listening to this old dipshit stormtrooper talk on a microphone. But anyway, Nick, hope everything's going well for you, man. Hope you get a couple days off soon. I'm sure you're busy as hell. But I appreciate that, man. And Carter Lovejoy, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Greedo banned Spidey's gaming. Nah, I'm not gonna ban him. I understand that he's a little troll. He's playing the long game. I trust me, I enjoy it. It's not. Don't let it get under your skin, man. Just let him wear himself out. That's how it works. You just gave him power, man. You just gave him power. It's all good. No, it's kind of funny. Like for a month or so, he was just spouting off and saying all this nonsense, and I ignored him completely, and then I mentioned him one time, and he's kind of like turned a new leaf. He seems like an alright dude. Just likes to get under people's skin, right? As a lot of people on the internet, dude. It's all good. But I appreciate that, Carter. Carter, can you block people like yourself? Like as a chat participant, can you block seeing somebody's messages? You know what I mean? If that's not a feature, that should be a feature. That should be a feature for sure. But yeah, Carter, I appreciate that. I can't see him because I blocked him. What's he saying? Oh, you can. Oh, I guess you can block. Nah, yeah. Man, I don't ban anybody on here. I don't know the last time that I've banned somebody on a chat, you know? I really don't. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know if my mods have banned somebody. It was without my knowledge, and there's always good reasons. And my mods know to like not just ban people for opinions or even trolling. Like trolling's fine. I dig it. I get into it. It's fine. I was a kid once. Trust me. I did a lot of dumb shit like that in the early stages of the internet. In Yahoo chat rooms, voice chat rooms, webcam chat rooms, a bunch of dumb shit. So I always enjoy a good chuckle. But yeah, anyway. I appreciate that, Carter. Let it roll off. Let it roll off. Let it roll off. Let it roll off. And Nick did... Oh, wait. Oh, Gunnar Chiefs fan 123. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. Gunnar says, it looks like we are starting to flatten the curve. Keep it. I know it sucks, but if we keep it up, hopefully we can have a fun July and August. Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully all the measures that people are taking, businesses and everything, will make a substantial difference. I'm worried, and I'm sure experts and everything are worried too about a resurgence. Once we all come out of our caves and mingle once again, will it be kind of another springboard? Or will we have kind of learned from our mistakes, and maybe everyone on the planet will lead a more hygienic life, which would be nice. But yeah, it's we shall see. I still think it's going to be pretty painful for a little bit. It's what the medical professionals have been saying. So yeah, hopefully we can have a fun July and August for sure. We live in Florida, and this is kind of the first year that my daughter was going to be able to get in the... I mean, we went in the pool a lot last summer, but she was pretty much 1 year old last summer. I mean, barely one. When she was getting in the pool with us with floaties and stuff, and now she would get it a little more, and she'd probably be able to learn how to swim. And I really hope we can save a little bit of summer, for a little when we're out of the lockdown, But yeah, Gunnar. Human beings, it's pretty neat what we can do if we pull together and just stay home and watch some Netflix, I guess. and man, it's like it creeps me out on like a deep human level, that we're all kind of not connecting, and that we're all unable to shake hands, or you know what I mean. It just as a human, it creeps me out that we have to go to these measures, but hopefully it reverses itself, and we're able to kind of get back to a bit of normal, But I don't know, hopefully. I mean, I see that there's fines now for people that go out of their house without masks on. Do I agree with that? I don't know. I got a pretty deep liberty streak in me, I suppose, that makes me really cringe at that idea. But yeah, I don't know, Gunnar. I could ramble on, and it would be rambling all night about that shit. Hopefully we all get back to normal soon, and we don't have to worry every time we leave the house, right? And the thing is, like, I live in an area that doesn't have very many cases. Jacksonville, the First Coast, has a handful of cases. Compared to something like New York or Chicago, it's a drop in the bucket, right? So, I think it'll definitely flatten or kind of dissipate quicker in spots like this than it will in major metropolitan, like, close quarters, crowded places, which only makes sense. But we shall see. Hope for the best, right? But I appreciate that, Gunnar. And Tommy Solano Soztech. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Did I get that correct? I can't remember. Tommy, thank you. Tommy SS Soztech. Tommy Solano Soztech. Tommy, okay, I'm just gonna call you Tommy. Tommy, weird last name too. Tommy, thank you so much, man. Hey, Greedo, finally caught this again. I hope you are doing well. I was wondering if you would check out my band, maybe give some feedback. Oh, absolutely. Is it on your YouTube channel? Absolutely, man. I had, let's see, put your user in timeout. Nope, I don't want to do that. Why can't I go to your channel? It's not giving me the option to go to channel anymore. Yeah, absolutely, man. I would love to. Why? Oh, YouTube channel. Here we go. Is this the right one? Okay, favorites, playlist. Is there a shirtless thumbnail on here? View full playlist.
This is a shout out to the fucking ward.
Oops.
This is a shout.
I'm assuming this is you. All right. Just by the intro, I'm not gonna. Well, I think I'll dig it. Hell yeah, man. Oh, you got a sax there. Is this ska? I'll listen to it after the stream. Is this ska? If it's ska, I'm 100% hell yes into it. My computer art teacher in high school was in a band. I don't want to say the name. They're from Gainesville, a ska band. Loved it, man. But I'll listen to this after the stream for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out 100%. I love it. I used to listen to a decent amount of ska. I mean, nothing crazy. And then some, and then like kind of a version of ska. I don't know the genres anymore. I don't know the subcategories and the subgenres. But one of my favorite bands growing up, or like even my 20s, is oh, this is not you? Oh yeah, okay. Well then, absolutely. I'm looking at a completely different guy's YouTube channel by the same exact name. Oh no, this is yours. Okay, this is a live. This is a live video. Okay, this must not be you then. Okay, we don't have any music out. I would have to send it to you. Please do, absolutely. Email it to me. It's at info@hellogreedo.com. info@hellogreedo.com. If you can't remember what that email address is, just go to my channel's front page and click the About button. You'll see it right there. Or if you go to my Twitter, it's at the tip top too. But yeah, man, I am 100% for that. I love listening to kind of, indie music and whatnot. I was in a band in high school, and I've always wanted to upload a few songs that we got professionally recorded. Like on the channel, just for shits and giggles for people to listen to, or little bits and pieces that I like from the song, just for people to kind of get a feel for what I used to play. But yeah, man, email it to me. Email me a link to a Bandcamp. Email me some files. I am all for it. But I appreciate that channel support tonight, Tommy, and I hope you're having a good one. Staying safe out there. Now let me take a quick sip here. And Gooner Chiefs fan 123, Grapefruit and Cactus League for baseball. Thank you. Yeah, Grapefruit and Cactus League. So the idea, I briefly read, kind of like a spring training schedule, right? Just to salvage some competition, just to salvage the season. I kind of like the idea. And Gooner, I was wondering if this might be a major shift in how the MLB conducts itself in the future with games and whatnot, because 162 games in a season is ridiculous. I mean, I'm a huge baseball fan, been following the Braves since I was a little kid, grew up playing Little League, and it's my favorite sport. But I even acknowledge in today's day and age, like 162 games is a long-ass season. It is a long-ass season. People's attention spans nowadays are not that great. Yeah, half of the time you watch a professional baseball game on TV, some of the times they're during the workday and nobody's in the stadium. Even on like a Friday night, maybe nobody's in the stadium. So like maybe this is going to be an experiment to kind of not necessarily revitalize, but rethink the 2020, the future of the MLB. I'm not, I'm sure they're not worried about like revenue or anything. I don't think they were ever hurting. But just, it's always boggled my mind. Like, it's true. Like you turn on a baseball game on like a Saturday evening or a Saturday afternoon, and the stadium the field is like virtually empty. It's weird. But yeah, I'm curious if this will kind of maybe make them rethink the schedule, long term. But we shall see. Could be wrong, but I know a lot of people have been talking about a long-ass baseball season for a while, And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to baseball. I don't want, computerized strike zone. I do like the as much as it kind of fucks things up, I do like the wishy-washiness and the individuality of umpires. You know what I mean? My dad is the complete opposite. He's the complete opposite. He is like, just get a computer to call balls and strikes. You know what's right. You know what's right every single time. But I'm like, yeah, I get it. But I kind of like the monkey wrench of an umpire thrown in there that might get the call wrong. I know it sucks. And it's dumb. That is a stupid opinion to have, I think, because I think my dad is right. Get it right, get the call right. But yeah. Anyway, how do we get on that topic? Oh, baseball. I miss you, Nick the Geek. Thank you so much once again, man. I got the solo shift at the gas station tonight. Grimace face. Yeah, I don't know how late you're gonna be there, but that's I wouldn't want that. Make the most of it. I don't know how busy you're gonna be, but I was going to say, like, maybe do something productive alongside of it, but shit, you're probably going to be busy as hell. Listen to a podcast. I don't know. Listen to something interesting. A really interesting podcast that I listened to today, actually. Armchair Expert, Dax Shepard's podcast. I only recently got into it. He's a really good interviewer. He had a guest on there named Andrew Marantz, I think that's how you pronounce it. But he's a journalist and kind of talked about like the hijacking of social media by groups, and it was a really interesting conversation that they had. But yeah, listen to that. I don't know, it's kind of mind blowing. But anyway, I appreciate that, Nick. And George Heilman, hello, a loaded question when discussing Star Wars, any topic. Where do you draw the line between objectivity and subjectivity? Where do I draw the line? Oh, golly. Let me turn my music down to my headphones. Where do you draw the line between objectivity and subjectivity? In terms of an opinion, like a like or dislike of a movie? I mean, I have a hard time ever considering like, there are things that are, like, objectively good shots, right? Like, technically pleasing. The rule of thirds, right? There are technical aspects of filmmaking that you could say are objectively good. Maybe even good is not the right word. Or show a technical prowess, I suppose. When it comes to, storyline or even... I don't even know, just an overall opinion or what you think of a movie. I think basically everything is subjective when it comes to, like, especially from an average audience, right? I mean, like, another director or another DP or another filmmaker could probably sit back and objectively grade something technically, right, on a technical basis. But I think basically everything that we look at. I mean, it has a subjective interpretation, especially when it comes to film in art forms, right? I mean, I don't understand, like, I don't know, like super death metal. I don't get it, but people get it. I don't know. I don't really see the appeal of, like, Attack of the Clones, but a lot of people do. I guess I get that they get it. I don't know. Is that what you mean? I think, in a lot of, if we're talking Star Wars opinions, I think a lot of what, maybe makes people enjoy or dislike a Star Wars movie is the age that they saw it. I've been saying this for a long time, but and it's kind of an experiment that we've seen, with the test of time. My generation pretty much grew up with the original trilogy, and when the prequels came around, we poo-pooed them mass scale. Sure, there were some detractors, but overwhelmingly poo-pooed. And we were older. Turns out the kids who grew up with the prequels and watched them when they were kids, now they're online and they have a voice, and the tide has turned. And I see people complaining about shit in modern Star Wars movies that they look past or ignore in the Star Wars movies that they love. I don't know, like shit, like ground units, right? I've seen people complain about ground units in Star Wars, how they would be completely obsolete because everything flies or hovers or floats. Well, what about an AT-AT, dipshit? Oh, what about space bombs, right? Yeah, we can have scientific explanations for why those bombs fall in space, and they're technically not falling. They're they're basically a projectile out of a gravity, out of artificial gravity. They're dropping down into zero gravity, so they're going to continue their trajectory. We can justify all of that, but we don't need to, because motherfucker, that happened in Empire Strikes Back. So why are you going to complain about that now when you didn't complain about it then? Like, it's just dumb shit, right? Why am I getting on this? We went long-term baseball question with a little question, and now we're going long-term rambling answer for George's question. Anyway, I appreciate that, George. I don't know if I even answered your question, but I guess I just had some shit on my chest I didn't need to get off, right? But anyway, I appreciate that, man. Let me scroll up. Here we go. Ethan Marquez, thank you so much, man. Hello, Greedo. I love your stuff, and thanks for providing us some good videos during these rough times. Well, man, it's a give and take, you know. I enjoy making them. Video making is a sort of it's almost like a meditative exercise, you know, nowadays, especially because, you know, it's a science now. I got it down, and editing wise, I love it, and you know, so it's definitely a give and take. And when I upload it, it's such a good feeling that, you know, you see people watching it and whatnot. So trust me, thanks for watching those videos in these weird ass times, Ethan. But I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate the kind words. And hopefully sooner rather than later, we can get back to a little bit of normalcy, right? But I appreciate that, man. Got a dumb video coming out tomorrow. I just randomly discovered something in Star Wars merchandise that was extremely expensive. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make a video about this. So I think that video is scheduled to upload at like 11:30 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. But yeah, anyway. Alessio M, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Hey, Greedo, are you a car guy at all? Keep up the great videos. No, I've never been I've never been into cars. Not really. No, I've never been interested in a car. Like my first ever car was a Ford Explorer. I mean, I want a car that I like, obviously, but I'm not somebody that maybe is a little obsessive or like looks at a car and goes, whoa, cool car. No, I don't do that. But I get it. Trust me, I completely get it. So my first ever car was a Ford Explorer, a 1995 Ford Explorer. My second car was a Chevy Colorado. I bought that when I within a month of me getting out of boot camp or something like that, or maybe like 2 or 3 months after getting out of boot camp. I bought a Chevy Colorado. It was a fun truck. I didn't really take care of it, but it was a fun truck. And now I drive a Subaru Crosstrek, and I think I love that car so much, man. It is, it's all-wheel drive it on the beach. It's just a fun little, I dig it. And it hauls my kayaks, so it works well. But no, I've never been a car guy. Can change some oil, put in a battery, but that's about it. I appreciate that, man. And can't fake the funk DJ. Thank you so much, man. Sup, Greedo. You're gonna play the new Final Fantasy VII. I've seen is that already out, or were people posting Final Fantasy VII? Remake. See Final Fantasy VII remake April 10th. So what is the date today? Oh, today. Oh, it came out today. So first of all, I don't have a PlayStation. So that is a big reason why I won't be playing it. A second reason is that I've never once played a I've never once played a Fallout or a Final Fantasy game. I never have. They've always kind of intrigued me a little bit. They've looked neat, just because I've never been an anime guy either. I've never watched anime, but I've always thought it looked kind of cool. I like the animation style. So no, I will probably never play Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if I will ever get around to playing a Final Fantasy game. I don't know how they are nowadays, but back in the day, weren't they like turn-based? Which is something that I've never really been into. It's one of the reasons I haven't really tried Galaxy of Heroes yet. I think that's like a turn-based fighting game. Maybe I'll get into it, but like just right off the bat, that idea doesn't sound very fun to me. Could be wrong, but obviously I'm wrong because a shitload of people think it's fun. So no, never played it. There's a whole list of games like that I've never played. Another one that might surprise you, can't fake, is Halo. I have only played the very first Halo on the very first Xbox. That is the only Halo game I've ever played. And I can even break that down further. I've never played the single-player campaign of the first Halo game on the first Xbox. I've only played couch multiplayer on the first Halo game on the first Xbox. That's the only Halo game I've ever touched. The couch multiplayer for maybe 5 hours. I don't know. So, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. And Jackson Wilson, thank you so much. Loving the streams. Been listening to them as background commentary on my runs. Keeps me focused. Keep up the good work. Stay safe. Hell yeah, man. That's really cool because I listen to a lot of podcasts and whatnot when I run too. So to know that I'm in your ear is pretty awesome, man. I went for a 3.5 miler today. I usually average between that or 4 miles. I've kind of mapped out a really good route that takes me 4 miles, and I've been doing that for the past couple weeks. I love it. It's like Jackson. Maybe you're like me. It's kind of the only exercise that I actually enjoy. Lifting weights and whatnot has always felt like a chore. It's always just felt like something that I don't know. I've never enjoyed it. But running, I mean, it's a mind game, right? You just go, just move, shuffle, one foot in front of the other, and before you know it, you've ran 6 miles and you're home. I think I really think a lot of that's in your brain, but I love it. It's like I said, the only exercise that I've ever really, really enjoyed, and kind of want to do. But what did I listen to today? Oh, on my run today, I listened to Freakonomics. No, that's not what I listened to. Oh, I listened to... what was it? Oh, no, it was This American Life Fiasco. It came out on last Sunday, I guess. Yeah, This American Life Fiasco is what I listened to. Most recent episode of This American Life. So, anyway, keep up the run. It's all in your head. And, gotta admit, it's a little weird that my voice is in your head while you're running. I don't think it'll ever feel normal to me, but I appreciate that, man. Stay safe out there, to you as well. And Senpai Gar, thank you so much as well, man. Hello from West wait, hold on. Kelowna, Canada? Is that how you pronounce that? Kelowna? Let me Google this. Kelowna. Pronunciation. Kelowna. Is that right? Skip ad. There we go.
Kelowna. Canada.
Kelowna. Okay. Cool. I'll say that's right. Have you read the Legends Legacy of the Force book series? Would have loved a sequel trilogy based off those books. Legacy of the Force. Let me see if I recognize the cover of the Force. No. No. I'm looking at this. Approximately 40 years after the events of Star Wars A New Hope, the series picks up on a new Jedi Order. No, I've never read these. My relationship to... When did these come out? 2006. 2007, 2008. So no, I've never read these. Are these full novels? What are these? Betrayal. Okay. So no, I've never read them. My relationship with a lot of Legend stuff, man, is, and this all came out right when I was in boot camp, basically, 2007 and 2008. So I missed a lot of Star Wars shit around then. So no, my relationship with Legend stuff, I didn't really ever read that many books. I read like Heir to the Empire when it came, or not when it came out, but at a book fair. I bought it when I was in elementary school. I read the novelization of The Phantom Menace. I still have that. I have Shadows of the Empire book. I read Han Solo's Revenge. And I read, some just Han Solo books like that. So, nope, I never have read that series. I never really got into reading Star Wars books back in the day. I don't know why. I was always more interested in nonfiction reading. I read biographies and kind of, Bill Bryson books and whatnot. I always had a really hard time getting into fiction for whatever reason. Until I got my Kindle. Until recently, actually, maybe 2 years ago, I started reading a lot of fiction. And I'm on my 5th Star Wars book in modern canon now. And I credit to my Kindle because, it just makes it so damn easy, man. Like, I used to be one of those people that, you gotta have the physical book. Why? So I can put it on my bookshelf so people think I read it? No. The Kindle is so much more convenient. I don't need to clutter up a shelf. It's awesome. Yeah, maybe like one day I'll end up buying all the Star Wars books that I've read just for display. But I'm not a collector, so I don't think I will ever do that. But anyway, if this is a series that I've actually never, I don't think anybody's ever mentioned this series on this channel or on these live streams. But if it is, if it's kind of unanimously decided that it's pretty damn good, I might check it out. Because, I don't know, this seems kind of like a fun, I don't know, a fun little Legends series to jump into. How many... Are these like young adult? No. Let's see. How many pages is this? I'm curious. 380. So they're novels. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. And Harry Reed, thank you so much, man. Hey, Greedo, are you into soccer at all? No, oh shit, hold on, there we go. I've never been into soccer. It's a sport that I feel like has kind of grown in the States, or at least where I'm from, Jacksonville. We have the Armada. The Jacksonville Armada is our local soccer team. I don't even know what league it is considered. I don't know leagues or anything. So, no, it's a sport that I've never gotten into. I would say the only time I ever watch it is like, I don't know, a World Cup game. Maybe 4 times in my life. So no, I've never been one to get into it. Which is crazy. Like it's probably one of the least popular sports in the States, but when it comes to the world, it is by far the most popular. It's kind of crazy. So no, I never played it as a kid. Never got into it. Don't know why. Primarily for me, it's always been baseball and football. I played a little bit of basketball. I enjoyed playing basketball, and I still enjoy playing it whenever I get a chance to. It's been a while. But primarily for me, it's always been baseball and football. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, Harry. Let me... Oh, where did it go? You gotta bring earplugs whenever you get in the car with them. What's up, Caretaker? I liked, which one? Talking, Rise of Skywalker, and Star Wars in general. Bear with me. I enjoyed it, man. I started it when I was pretty close to being done with my run. So I didn't listen to it in its entirety. I think I listened to like the first 7 minutes, and then I got home. What is that trending? What? All right, sorry. I pulled up Twitter, and sometimes you just see something trending, and you're like, "What? What are people saying now?" Anyway. All right, where did all that go? Sorry, guys. I'm way behind here. Star Wars Beyond. Loving all these streams. HG, love to the family. Right back at you, man. Yeah, these streams are fun. I've been, you probably noticed I've been doing a lot of hangout streams the past few months. Just like this. And in the Lightspeed lounges, for those of you who might not know what a Lightspeed lounge is. You're looking at a Lightspeed lounge right now. That is what a Lightspeed lounge is. It's my other kind of hangout loop. But yeah, I enjoy doing these. Kind of got burned out with playing games for a while, and I still need to finish Lego Star Wars, but I enjoy doing this more nowadays than playing a game on a live stream, because I don't know, it's just I'm not a primarily gaming channel. If I was, it would be a different story. I feel like my videos are often pretty conversational, and this is just kind of a natural direction, so yeah, these hangout streams are going to be the norm. Battlefront used to be the norm. Maybe it'll go back. It'll probably go back at some point, but yeah, I just kind of like these hangouts, But anyway, I appreciate that, man. Right back at you and the fam. And Tidywire, disappointed your dumb video isn't Mecha Luke 2. Mecha Luke 2 will probably happen. I actually have a script written, but like it's one of those things where if I looked at if I looked at the script now, I would probably hate it and I would want to rewrite it. So yeah, Mecha Luke 2 is not done. Eventually I'll get around to making it. I want to make it just extra stupid, which it would be. I still love how people got upset about the first Mecha Luke. People take shit so serious. People take on the internet, people take things so personal, and they apply their own interpretation to something that isn't actually there. Do you know what I mean? People thought it was like an attack on... certain YouTubers thought it was like an attack on them. Motherfucker, it is Luke in a mech suit. Some people just have to make everything about themselves, right? It is weird. So some kind of brain shortage, I think. I'm not a doctor, but it sure seems like a little bit of a brain deficiency. But anyway, Tidy. Eventually, Mecha Luke 2 will make an appearance, and he's gonna kick your fucking ass. Anyway, let me take a quick sip. There we go. And Eric King, yo, Greedo, would there ever be a point where you say no more Star Wars stuff? How bad would the content have to get before you feel this, if at all? It's kind of funny. Even before like there were new Star Wars movies, even before we even knew Disney, was going to purchase the franchise, I was still making videos. So even if like I just did not like any of the stuff coming out, I would probably still be talking about like original trilogy shit. There's so much information there to mine and have fun with, right? So, would there ever be a point where I say no more Star Wars stuff? New stuff? Sure. Yeah. I mean, if I like, there's a lot of comics that I've never read, right? The vast majority, 99.999%, repeating of the new comics that have come out, I've never touched. I don't know anything about. So it's not because it's bad. It's just because I don't really have that much of an interest. If I was like a huge canon junkie and needed to know all these connections or needed to know what these characters were doing off screen, it'd be a different story. But I don't. So no, I don't think there will ever be a point where I say no more Star Wars stuff, because there's always going to be something to talk about. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars stuff that I don't like, right? I mean, the prequels, I still kind of have the same feeling about them that I used to. I just kind of appreciate them more because of the Clone Wars, I think. And people's kind of appreciation for them makes me appreciate them a little bit more, because it's kind of rounded off my edges. And you see the generational cycle of Star Wars. People being silly nowadays are going to have to contend with the kids that are going to be growing up in 10 years or so. But so there's a lot of stuff that I don't really care for, right? Rogue One, Solo, Rise of Skywalker, nope. In terms of the movies, I'm 2 and 5 with modern Star Wars movies, pretty much, 2 and 5. So, I mean, I could be 1 and 4. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I'll just keep making Star Wars Changes videos. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. There's always something to talk about, right? And in the past, I haven't done this in a while, but in the past, like, if there was something like a science topic or something that I wanted to talk about, I would just make a video about it, I've never felt like I need to make another channel just to talk about something that I have an interest in, because HelloGreedo is whatever I want to talk about, especially on these live streams to talk about, so maybe I'll start doing that in the future, more random topic videos, have some fun with it, but yeah. Do you hate Revenge of the Sith Greedo? No, I don't hate. I don't use the word hate. I don't have any hatred for any Star Wars that I dislike. I just maybe that's a poor use of words. Maybe you don't mean it that way, but no, I don't hate. The word hate is reserved for like, I don't know, bad shit. Like really bad shit, right? I can't bring myself to hate a movie. But yeah. Hey Greedo, would you want to get a Mandalorian helmet for the Mandalorian Season 2 reviews? I think that would be neat. Luna. Yeah, I mean, that would be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. Let me see. Do they make actual, like, Mandalorian show helmets? On Etsy, of course. Mandalorian inspired. You could get a Black Series Boba Fett. I'd rather get a... Oh, man. Anovo sells one for $650. How? Why? $650? Dude, like, that's crazy, man. I bought my full set of armor for like $500. My full set of Stormtrooper armor. Granted, I had to put it together a little bit. It came like a model kit, and you had to put it together. But this is just for the helmet. $650. That's insane. That's crazy. Jesus. That's like a top of the line, brand new, yesterday released graphics card. Ridiculous. Here's somebody on Etsy making them for $225. Those look pretty sharp. That's still expensive as hell. Let's see. Here's a Mandalorian series inspired fiberglass helmet for $185. So no, I mean, like, I like the idea. I like the idea. I don't know. I have a kid now. I can't swing that. But yeah, there's some really good 3D printed ones on Etsy, cheap, and you can paint them whatever you want. Yeah, I'll look into that. We'll see. But as of right now, you know, I have the Stormtrooper helmet that I wear. It's an ATA helmet. Just Google, if you're curious what armor I have, what helmet I have. Just Google HelloGreedo Stormtrooper armor, and I made a video about it. And I have another Stormtrooper helmet, which is an EFX helmet. I haven't worn that in so long. I have a Darth Vader Don Post helmet. I have a Greedo Don Post mask. I have a Jar Jar Binks mask and a Don Post TIE Pilot helmet. So, yeah, probably not. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, what did somebody ask me if I collect action figures? Who is that? Collecting? Yeah, no, Commando Danny. I don't collect anything. I've never been a collector when it comes to Star Wars. The only things that I've ever collected, man, are like shot glasses from places that I've been, and coffee mugs and T-shirts from places that I've been. You know, that's really the only things that I collect, like items from places that I've been. Pint glasses, shot glasses, coffee mugs, or T-shirts, you know. When it comes to Star Wars, I've never been a collector. Like I have, you know, my toys that I bought when I was a kid, or that I had when I was a kid. And other than that, the only things that I've bought since like 2011, but let's just round it off to 2012 when Disney acquired the franchise. The only things that I've bought in the last decade, let's just say decade, is a Kylo Ren Black Series figure and a die cast metal Stormtrooper action figure, and that's it. Unless you count the movies, but yeah, I've never been a collector. I've never had that itch. Don't know why. You know, I just I would rather, I don't know, I always, like, whenever I've bought something and it just sits on a shelf, I always feel bad. Like, I think about, like, I could have saved that for a future trip. You know what I mean? That's where my brain goes. I don't know. I have a hard time spending money on things that I think are just going to end up collecting dust. Does that make sense? But that's just me. Anyway. Stephen Homelach, good to see you, man. Hey, HG, I'm a bit wary of a mini adventure with Obi-Wan Kenobi show. In my head canon, he just became a mournful hermit after Revenge of the Sith. I'm right there with you, Stephen. The idea of having I don't know, like an action-packed Obi-Wan series post episode 3 makes me cringe a little bit, because like you, I thought, you know, I like the idea of Obi-Wan going into hiding and kind of, as you put it, being a mournful hermit, right? Now if they take the show in a direction of like a deep character study, following a man who is kind of, his brain is eating him. He regrets decisions. He's wrestling with what happened. He doesn't understand it. That would be cool. That would be interesting. Keeping the show tight and low key and small in scale and scope, right? That would be interesting to me. I have a feeling that is not going to be what it is. I have a feeling that some familiar faces, I mean, like, I don't know. I just have a feeling that the show is going to be lightsabers and blasters and action-packed and flippies. I don't know. You know. But we'll see, man. It's you say it's headcanon, but I think that's a lot of people's headcanon, you know. At the end of Sith, puts the hood over himself, right? And then walks away. I think that's the last we see of him in the prequels. And then it's obvious that he's kind of lived a life of solitude in A New Hope. He's just kind of the guy that lives out there that Luke kind of knows about, you know? Oh, yeah. Old Ben. That hermit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't know anything about him, but anyway. I appreciate that, Steve. We can cross our fingers, right? We shall hope. And Caleb Kemp, hello there. Hope you and the fam are doing well. Right back at you, man. Yeah, we're doing good. Just kind of laying low and ready for all this shit to be over, right, Caleb? Like, it's just, I don't know. We're lucky that we don't live, honestly, we're really lucky that we don't live like in a major city or a densely populated area. We kind of live way out there now in the suburbs of the suburbs. And I can go on 4-mile runs and not see a single damn person. And it's kind of awesome in situations like this, right? So, yeah. Other than that, man, we're just, we got takeout Mexican food tonight, and they gave a gallon of margaritas. They were selling gallons of margaritas, and we were like, yes, please. So that is the prescription tonight, shall we say. But Caleb, right back at you, man. Hope you and yours are doing good, staying safe, and hopefully this curve will just completely eat shit and tank and flatten, right? But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. If you want to know my thoughts on Mike Zero, you should watch my video called Super Shadow, or actually, you know what, guys? If you want to know my thoughts on that, let me link you a video that I made a while ago. It might be my favorite video that I've ever made, the most important video that I've ever made. Hang tight. Let me link this video to you.
The original Star Wars internet.
There we go. Okay, watch this video if you want to know my opinion on him and many people like him, because this is a very topical. It's like a forever topical Star Wars video that I've made, and it's kind of like a little documentary about the prequel past in the internet and how it applies today, and how people spread bullshit on the internet, and how the game has changed because of advertising money. Anyway, all right, guys. Yeah, watch that video. Seriously, that's one of my favorite videos that I've ever made. But yeah. Anyway, appreciate that. All right, guys. So that was almost an hour. I'm gonna, go downstairs, pop some popcorn, and watch a movie. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, seriously, I'm going to link it again. This is a video, one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Watch it. It's interesting. Cringy, and it applies to a lot of shit today and over the past 5 years since The Force Awakens came out. So, anyway. Yeah, anyway. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. To everybody who sent over some channel support this evening, I appreciate the hell out of it. To everybody who hung out in the chat and shot the shit, thank you guys for hanging out. And to everybody who didn't say a word, thanks for listening. But, all right, guys. So, video out tomorrow around 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. It's just short and dumb. It's just something interesting. You guys know me. I like whenever I find a little interesting nugget of Star Wars history, I make a video about it, and that's the kind of stuff that I like to make, go down a little rabbit hole of research for a short little topic. But so anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will probably not see you tomorrow. I'm not going to do a stream tomorrow, but I will do a stream on Sunday night. So I'll see you then. Cool. Let's end this thing on a fun, upbeat, boopita song, and then we can all take it easy over the weekend, right? All right, guys, have fun, and I'll see you all when I see you. Cool. See ya.